Hi guys, Savage Models here. For this video I'm just going to do a quick product review and a little bit of a rant. I did do this video about 2 o'clock or past 2 on it last night in the morning, but I wasn't in the best of moods. I was tired. Felt like I got a cold coming on. So I look back on the video, I had done a little bit too much of effing and jeffing on it. So I'm remaking the video with a nice night's sleep and a better frame of mind. So furthermore, let's get down to it. Right, the product review I want to talk about, which everyone's raving on about. What if that sounds familiar? It's this Modelmates Rust Effect. It's not mine, it's my friend's. I'll tell you the story about this afterwards. And I'd done a little trial piece, which is this axe from his Trollblood. And let's take a closer look at this axe and see what you think about this Rust Effect, guys. So here we go, guys. This is the Modelmates Rust Effect. I've done one side with pigments and an oil wash, and the other side I've used Modelmates Rust Effect. And as you can see by here, guys, it's both sides are pretty well weathered and pre-rusted. First of all, the main part of the blade, I used Leo Model A steel, and let's get a toothpick. My finger's a bit too big doing this. Right, and this section by here was used Leo Model A gun, which is obviously like bolt gun metal. And then with this one by here, this is the pigment side. And what I used with this one, guys, was the big pigments. There's plenty of other pigments out there if you're interested, probably even better than MIG, to be honest, guys. Down in my local gaming store, they were raving on about this other certain pigment which is far finer than MIG's, and apparently is a lot more superior. But you know, what's the point of buying them when I got MIG's already? So what I done with this one, obviously painted up first. I put the dark rust pigment on first, then I put a lot of the light pigment closer to the edge of by here, and then obviously coated it with a bit of turpentine to set it off, and wait for that to dry. When I look at it, it looked a bit too light for my liking, to be honest. So what I did after that, I gave it a coat of satin varnish, and I went back over this area with a oil wash mix of black and brown to get the colour roughly similar to what Be Still brown is. And so I give the whole area a wash of Be Still brown, because there's some like pitted marks inside in the metal itself, and put the dryer on it to dry it off. Then I went back over with a makeup sponge. Can you use like a typical makeup sponge like this, these cheap little things, I don't tend to use many cotton buds because the fibres always get trapped and whatever. So I use that very, very lightly with dipped in turpentine just to rub off the excess oil, and obviously leave this darker effect, which is all by here. And this is only one of the ways I do rust effect. There's another two ways I do rust effects, but for this purpose I done it this way. And so that's how it looks. Now the other side is Modelmates rust effect. Now originally I started put a full layer all over. You can just slap it on, and the beauty about this product is you just, because there's no any acrylic in it, you can just wipe it off afterwards when it's dry. Wipe off with a cotton bud or a make sponge or a bit of kitchen roll. You can damp it down a bit and it's easy to come off. Then I put another layer on to build up the darker area. I was hoping it was going to turn a bit more orange, but it didn't. It stayed brown, like a dark brown. And yeah, for most cases it did look nice, but my personal opinion, it did not probably look like rust. Maybe on smaller areas, if you've done like a few little pieces like around the blade or just by there, maybe the thinner coat, obviously it'll dry to more of an orange standard, but more layers you put on, I found it went darker, which is pretty good in some certain circumstances. So I rubbed it down to roughly look like this. The present moment I still wasn't happy with, so what I did, I used some of the light rust MIG pigment, which you can use any pigments you can use with this product, guys, because it's water soluble, even though it has got a little bit of a chemical in it because it's got a ball bearing, and it dries extremely fast. So I don't know if it is just totally water soluble, I do not know, but mixed it up in a little bit of a tray with some of the rust effect, so it was like a nice orange colour, and I put it back all over the model. Wait for that to dry off, which dries off extremely fast, and I rubbed it back off again. And obviously, I hope the camera can pick this up properly. This is what it actually looks like. And because you put the pigments on, it's not like obviously like paint, obviously it's powder, so it gives this slight raised indentation what rust actually should look like. It's slightly like bubbled up from the surface a little bit, only a fraction, but it looks fantastic. My last review last night wasn't as complimentary as this one, so it's fair dues, it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would have. So on closer personal inspection, that was a tongue twister for me, wasn't it? I was hoping that the way I done it previously, the big pigments with the oil wash, would have turned out better than this side with the Modelmates. But my personal opinion, I hate to say it, the Modelmates one is far better and superior than the technique I used to use. One of the techniques I used. It's giving more of a realistic feel, and it does actually look like rust. But I still had to use a pigment to go in to the product. You can still use it as a normal product. Let me put show you something else. This was a thing. Once again, this was painted in either steel or something like aluminium, or in the US called aluminum. And once again, you just slap it all over, wait for it to dry, then just have a pair of kitchen towel and just rub it off. Don't think about this one, guys, it's this one it is. And you can see it's a lot more browner than the other one I used. So without the personal opinion, without the light rust pigment in it, it wouldn't achieve the desired effect which I was looking for. Now looking at that, I personally find that is absolutely spot on. I can't fault that whatsoever. But as I said, I still had to use the pigment in it. Obviously I'm new to this stuff because it's actually not mine. Now comes the gripe part of it. Let me find the bottle. Right, now for the part which probably might upset a few people, but as I said earlier, this product isn't mine. This product is basically my friend's, and the reason why, the price of this bottle was nearly £8. £8 friggin' for this size bottle, guys. It's just a normal, regular, I think it's about 18ml bottle. I cannot justify the price for something that small. I've done a little bit of research on the internet, not much, just only a little bit, because it's a pretty new product. But I have come across one or two videos which they did slightly mention. Now, so they only picked it up for a couple of bucks. And another one I came across, I think he went to Salute. I think he managed to pick it up from them direct from Salute, and they were selling it for £4. I don't know if that was just a offer at that time to get people interested in the product. I do not know, but one of the other products they sell is these oil brown washes. They sell a mixture of different washes, and the price of that one was £3.25. Now I have to say, I know a few people out there actually know the company personally, and the guy. I would love for him to send me a PM and can he actually justify the price for an £8 product of this. If it was £4, no questions asked whatsoever, I would be happily to purchase. But it feels like to me they started selling this at about £4 in the beginning, and they realised they were onto a good thing, because it's a fantastic product. But for the price, I had better things to buy at that present time. If money wasn't an option, guys, without a shadow of a doubt, I would buy it. But for £8, I find that hard. I think they're making a hell of a profit on a product which they've actually made and mastered. But to be honest, I find that way too pricey for its own good. I know, for argument's sake, you've seen a lot of few maybe tutorials on some other people's YouTube videos using the cans. With the cans itself, they look fantastic. I might even use a couple of them on some of the products for my Affinity side of it. And they only are roughly, I think they cost averaging roughly about £7.50 per can, aerosol can. And all of a sudden there was this one and the lime effect, which is, I think it came to roughly about £7.95 each. and there's no way I would have paid that just out of sheer principle, because it doesn't cost that much to actually produce that. And I really like the guy who actually made this, and the company sells it to justify the price of approximately £8 price tag. It'd be very interesting if they did get back to me, because I personally think that's obviously other companies, manufacturers make paints and whatever, and I don't think any of them at all. Maybe the Vallejo will with the liquid gold. I think that's even cheaper. So that's about it, guys. I had to pause this a second because you probably heard my phone in the background by there, guys. But but yeah, as for the coverage and the product of it, guys, I would probably give it a very good high 8, possibly 9 out of 10. The reason why it's not possibly 9 or 10 is A, I still had to use pigment to get the desired effect which I required, which actually looked like rust. And the other point is down from the price. If this was a £4 product, this product would be rated, for me personally, a very strong 9 to 9.5 out of 10. But obviously for the price I cannot justify it. And will I buy it? I don't know. Maybe one day, I don't know. If price wasn't an issue, yeah, but out of sheer principle, for £8 for something this size, which I find absolutely ridiculous, I just can't stand it. At the time I preferred to buy a model rather than something like this. So furthermore, what am I going to be doing next? Well, what I'm going to be doing next, guys, I'm going to leave this troll bud to one side, possibly, and I'm going to have a go of painting this character up from Affinity. This is a sniper, and I had my first game this week with a multi-4 player game. I came second out of 4th, which I was quite happy with that. And I've already got a starter set of actually knights. And this is going to be one of my characters, which is a quite nasty sniper. And I'm going to show you actually the detail of this model, quick, very quick. So guys, this is the detail of this model, and I have to say I think I won't be using my size 1 paintbrushes on this much. Let me put it into perspective for you guys. This is obviously a cyborg miniature I got by here, which is a typical, say, 40k size. And the same, as you all know, I'm pretty used to painting, and this is this model, and the detail in this Infinity model is immense. It's I'll be straining my eyeballs painting these ones up, guys. It's the artwork is absolutely fantastic, and the guy who actually does paint these must be an immense painter, because these are insanely detailed, insanely fine, and obviously I'll have to be having a few new learning processes with this model, guys, because it's put too much paint on the model, you can lose quite a lot of the detail. So it's got to be very, very careful painting this one up. So obviously, so what I'll be working on next, guys, is this Infinity Sniper, and I'm very looking forward to painting this one up, but obviously dreading it at the same time. And obviously when I was down my local games area, usually I'm a big believer in making my own display bases, not display, but my own gaming bases. But obviously I came across these. I've seen them on their website, Micro Art Studios, bases, and let's pull it out and let's have a look. These ones are obviously the 40mm bases. And as you can see by these bases, they are extremely fine, detailed bases. They are really, really, really nice. And what I really liked about these bases, they've added obviously like these bits of arms, bits of sometimes weaponry from the actual game itself, which I find it quite cool. And the other set I got a few sets, to be perfectly honest guys, but the other set I've got, these are the 25mm bases. Some of these I'll probably take a mould and green stuff mould, and I'll probably just copy certain sections and probably put them on other bases, because they are quite expensive to say the least, but they are very, very fine, and the detail in these are exquisite. Can't believe them. Right, sorry guys for that pause, but my memory card was following the camera, so I had to raise a few things before I get back to it. But as I was saying, yeah, I probably will be taking a few moulds and put on some of my own models, because they are, as I said before, quite pricey. But what I was saying about if you like micro art studio stuff, if you haven't seen anything out present at the moment, some news I heard on Thursday when I was gaming was that apparently the two main guys which own the company have sort of split up. They haven't seen eye to eye, so they've gone their separate ways. So for the last couple of months, that's why nothing's been actually produced out of their website. And I did see, mind you, one of the new train pieces, one of the buildings, which is an L shape, which looked quite cool. And like this guy, he was a major gamer, and apparently he had this piece which was given to him from Micro Art Studios, but obviously wasn't on sale at the present moment. So they are still producing stuff, but they're working up the fine details, and both the two guys are going their separate ways. Micro Art Studios is still obviously will be going up and come in, and they will still be running and selling products, but obviously they go for themselves, they go sort out the fine details, and for the guys to both go their separate ways. But I think one of the guys is actually still taking over the company of Micro Art Studios. So that was some info guys which I didn't know about. I was only apparently released last week, so just to let you know. So that's about it guys, that's my little bit of review, and what I'm going to be doing at the present moment. As I said before, if you like this product from Modelmates, by all means go and buy it. Can't fault it, but as for the price, no chance. Just out of sheer principle, I will not be paying £8 for a little small 80ml bottle of a product which they think they can get they can put their price up to that much, and I just can't stand how they can justify the price of £8 for a little 80ml bottle, whilst probably 90% of the products out there are far less, and there's quite a few more other rust products out there which even I haven't experimented. So so there you go guys. So obviously, as you can see by that one, that's the one I just used with weather powders and a little bit of an oil wash, and obviously that's the one from Modelmates, which I just say it does look far more realistic than my other one. So there you go guys, hope that helps you out. This product is a little bit hard to get your hands onto because so much hype about it. I think a few places have got sold out, and because it's such a new product, not many places are supplying it at the present moment. But I do know that Firestone Games are selling it in Cardiff, which they ship anywhere in the UK for free, I think, and anything over £30 they'll ship anywhere in the world for free. So if you get it, do me a favour, Barry, just tell them that Savage Models sent you. Just helps me out a little bit. So thanks for that, and cheers guys.